Hey guys, what's up? This is Strider Zero. Once again, we are back to discuss. We're gonna discuss Walking Dead season 5 as a whole, as I'm sure you can tell by the title. So let's jump into it. I guess I'm gonna section this off by halves, and then we'll talk about some characters and sort of their growth throughout the season, at least, or the things they've done in the season. So let's start with first half. From the top of my memory, this is the summary of what happened. So he started off at Terminus, Carol solo Terminus, with some help, I guess, with Rick and all them, and they escape Terminus. Uh, Tyrese kills, or he almost kills the one dude who almost killed Judith. Carol reunites. She's back with the group. They head over to the church. They find Gabriel's church. He's mysterious as shit. Bob gets bitten. Uh, he gets kidnapped, and the hunters from Terminus, they eat Bob's leg, but he's tainted, and so they throw up, and then they go after Rick's group, and they get shot the fuck up because they messed with the wrong people, like Rick said at the end of season 4. Um, they got fucked, and then they moved on because the walkers, they pretty much overran the church, and then so they hauled ass. And let's see, where did the fucking season end? It ended. Oh yeah, Beth. The whole Beth thing happened. She, you know, we knew that she had been gone from season 4. I think. Yeah, that was season. Yeah, because that was during the regrouping before Terminus. And so we find out she was in the hospital. She rescues Noah, basically, almost rescued herself. Um, she's about to go because Rick's group gets to them, and she stabs Dawn and gets shot in the process by accident, and Beth is dead. Rip. Um, so that was the first half. First half was decent to good. I thought a lot of the beginning was better than the second part of the first half. Like the whole thing with Bob, I thought was pretty good. Sasha's ass, but you know, I don't really care. Bob was good, and his death was pretty good, and Rick and his group destroying the hunters was awesome. I felt no sympathy for them whatsoever. I wanted them to be dead, like dead as hell. Second half, so they're mourning Beth's death when they find Noah's old place and Tyrese dies. What the fuck? Um, so they find Alexandria thanks to Aaron, who finds them, and they at first they're reluctant, but they get to Alexandria, and it's the real deal. Jesse, Rick thinks Jesse's hot, and she's nicer than Lori, so he goes after her, but she's married, and he doesn't give a shit. He kisses her anyway, and then, uh, yeah, I mean, everything happened in Alexandria up until the last thing. Noah's dead. Um, Deanna's husband's dead, and now Pete is dead at the very end, and Morgan's back with the group. So, that's I guess just a brief summary. I know I kind of got lazy with Alexandria because so many things happened in Alexandria, and I've pretty much extensively covered them. So, second half was pretty good. I liked a lot of the Alexandria stuff, especially with Glenn, and we'll get there. So I guess let's talk about some of the characters. We'll start with the dead ones first. So Beth, she had a decent amount of growth just in the season, in the first half, where she started to like really pull herself together and come into her own. And the scene where she helped Dawn kill the guy who tried to kill Dawn was cool and things like that. And then she goes and stabs Dawn where she has a protective vest, like an idiot, and she gets killed. Yeah. So I guess Bob, Bob didn't have much growth, but he did have something really cool to say, which echoed at the very last episode of, this is only a nightmare, nightmares end, or something like that. So I mean, he didn't have too much growth in season 5. His growth was more or less season 4 after the whole, beer thing, and really being apologetic for it. Rip. And finally Tyrese. Tyrese just got cooler in season 5, and then the fact that he died was just fucking awful. And then Noah, I don't give a shit about Noah. He was introduced in season 5, and he was starting to become okay, but I still don't care that he died. Uh, Everybody hates Chris, I guess. um, so those are the deaths this season. The worst one was Tyrese. The best one was Noah, technically, because that scene was amazing. Um, it was really good, really well done. So let's talk about some of the main characters here. Um, Glenn. Let's talk about how Glenn turned into a badass. Basically turned into season 1 Rick, where yeah, he's kind of like almost like a sheriff type of guy now, where he tries to keep order, but he doesn't want to kill people at this point, just like season 1 Rick. And Rick is turned into Shane, but more controlled. Uh, so there's that. Glenn just turned awesome. I really like. I would have been so pissed if he died. I said it in the second to last episode. I'm like, if Nicholas kills him, I am going to scream right into the mic or something like that. It was funny, but Glenn's awesome. I'm glad he's not dead yet. There's a chance he'll die soon, but we'll see. Let's talk about Michonne. I mean, I got pissed off that Michonne did what she did in the second to last episode. I didn't like that she kept like questioning Rick's authority throughout the second half of the season, but she redeemed herself in the last episode, so that's good growth there, I suppose. Carl hasn't really grown. He's basically the same except for now he has a girlfriend. Uh, uh, Judith has grown physically. That's about it. Rick, I'll get to Rick. Daryl hasn't really grown much except that he's kind of um, accepted Aaron more. I don't know. My problem with Daryl, he was the best character in The Walking Dead until a certain point, and now I think Rick is the best character, just because even though Daryl was the best, he doesn't grow and he doesn't like he's not. There's not enough of him. It's like he grew to a certain point, and I understand if he becomes a static character from here on, but there's just nothing like his character is going nowhere really at this point. So I don't know. I think Rick is better right now. He definitely is. By a slight margin, but still better. I don't know. I mean, Maggie hasn't really grown much. Gabriel is a fucking asshole. He better die. Sasha is awful. She better die. Um, Nicholas needs to die like immediately. Um, Deanna, I mean, I don't. I mean, she kind of showed some good stuff at the very last couple seconds of the episode with Rick. Do it. Uh, I guess it's time for Rick because I mean the rest of them are kind of self-explanatory. Um, Either they haven't grown much or Eugene grew, and I appreciate that. And Abraham a little bit. Rosita is starting to show more stuff. I'm hoping she, gets more screen time because I kind of like her, the way her character is. So I do want to see more from her. Tara hasn't really grown. She's been kind of there like Rosita. Uh, yeah. So there's that. I don't know. So Rick, he kind of started off in, um, still not quite in a Shane spot yet, but he was getting there. Uh, in the beginning of Terminus, of course, and you know, after last season, we saw him literally bite out the throat of Joe from the I don't know, the Claimers. Is that what they call him? From Joe. That was sick. So you could start to see him become savage a little bit, but you can tell in this season that it's controlled. But until when we get to Alexandria, then he starts to like go full Shane, where he not full Shane, but he's full Shane is like going batshit. What the fuck are you doing, Rick? You know, but Rick is he's not doing that. But he's going after a married woman and killed the husband. So unlike Shane, he actually succeeded in doing so. I don't I don't think that relationship's gonna go anywhere though. If it does, it's not gonna last, obviously. Um, what the fuck you doing, Red? We got walkers. These the ones killed Amy. These the ones killed Otis. They're gonna kill us too, bitch. That's right, Rick. It is enough. I don't know. I miss Shane. So, I know some of you are cringing at that statement. Like, the face fucking Shane. He's awful. Dude, no, Shane was awesome. As much of a dick as he was, I didn't appreciate him trying to kill Rick or fight him. He was also awesome. The group was not ready for Shane. Let me tell you that. Like, the group as they are now, they would be more than willing to have Shane in their group. Like, they all were, like, against him. Now, they would all be with him, basically, because his ideology is basically passed on to Rick. Uh, you know. But Rick doesn't go batshit insane. That's the difference. And I guess he doesn't shoot people in the leg to get eaten by walkers so that he can get away. But, I mean, he's done similar things, so whatever. Yeah, he's not full Shane, but he's certainly close. Very, very close to full Shane. I don't think he's going to go batshit insane like Shane did, though. Anyway, that's about it. I thought this season overall was good, better than the last season. Last season we had the prison, and the prison thing was, it was getting too old. It started at the beginning of season 3 and lasted up until that amazing mid-season finale, which was by far the best episode in that season, one of the best episodes in the entire series. Uh, they were in that prison for way too long, and then it was just kind of a boring, like, regroup uh, half season. So, let's see. That's about it. This is definitely better than season 4. There was some good stuff, and season 6 is shaping up to look to be very good because we have the Wolfgang. They were introduced in the season finale, and they were hinted at in the second half of season 5, and so they're gonna come up probably very, very quickly in season 6, probably the first episode, and we'll probably see Negan or Negan. I don't know. I think he's part of the Wolf Gang. I don't fucking know. I don't read the comics. I only see spoilers because the internet is a bunch of assholes who like to spoil everything. So I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching this long-winded, overarching, overall thingy. I hope to see you guys. I don't know. I think it's October when season 6 comes out, so I guess we'll see you guys then, hopefully.